Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, another karting video for this video. Quite a long one, I think. I haven't edited by this point, so it's either going to be a long or a short one. So today is kind of a different one. It's like a challenge type session that we had booked on. Me and two mates mine were on the same team. Teams that were picked were out of a hat or cup, and so it's all done fairly. We just got quite lucky that we were on the same team, and so the idea of this was there's one marshal, which you'll see who's in a special suit or helmet, fluffy helmet, going around, and if this cart overtakes you, a point gets removed or taken away from your team. However, it's the opposite obviously for the other way around. If you overtake it, you get a point for your team. So straight away we knew exactly what we were going to do, what the plan was. As you can see there at the top, that's the cart that's the cart we've got to try and overtake, the Elmo helmet. This was a very fun evening to say the least. Me and my friends had something planned. We did a little strategy which was honestly amazing. I mainly described it as Abu Dhabi last year, F1 Sergio Perez, Abu Dhabi last year. But instead of just being one driver, that being Sergio Perez, it was two drivers. So as you can see here, going out for the first session, I thought to myself that I wanted to time it right. As you can see, it's under yellows. The rule is walking pace, but I suppose for the first walking out and stuff, it's kind of whatever. I'll try and time this. So as you can see, I'm coming down here. I'm waiting for the last driver to come up the pits. As you can see now, the red helmet. That's what we're looking at mainly here. I have timed it to absolute perfection to come out right behind the cart that I need to overtake. Now, I don't really think that the management or the people organising this liked this, as you'll see in the next session, because you'll see that there's a little restriction, or not restriction, they made it so that everyone had to pass this cart again, going around the track for the outlap. So, as you can see, I'm trying to get past early on. Went for a move last lap, I think it was. Just couldn't carry it on, I think it was. So I think this is the third lap now. Very short track. Me and my mate have top 2 in terms of fastest times at this track. I am second, which is quite recent. As you can see now, I'm going for a move, bit of contact. Don't know what the hand gesture was there. Couldn't quite tell. I think it was followed. I don't know. As you can see there, we've got our first spin, yellow flag. I'm waving my hand around to let the marshals know. So it all slows down. Now, my rule with yellow flag, I'll come back to the fastest times in a second, is that I stay behind the cart. I keep the same time. As you can see, the cart ahead is my mate. He's purposely going as slow as he can. You see, hope you heard me laughing there. I found this hysterical, because literally everyone is going we're all bunched up now. It's honestly amazing. As you can see now, I'm looking around the outside. Couldn't quite get it done. My mate gets overtaken. Then he sends it up and manages to get through, and I manage to follow through. And then he lets me through, and then starts the absolute masterclass of defending that he did throughout this whole evening. It was. It doesn't look like evening, but it was evening. But back to the timings. My mate who I, funny enough, just overtook has the track record. I think he's got it by 4 or 5 milliseconds. Which, we both got our fastest times on the same night. I think I might put the timings on the screen now. But, yeah. So, it's a very close competition. We're trying to go for a 22-second lap time. So, by the time I'm recording this, or doing this audio, voiceover, we have potentially two sessions left. Most likely one though, depending on what's going on, but potentially two, to get that 22-second lap time. But it is possible, I would say it's possible. A 10th around this track is a lot. I mean, 23.1 is obviously, as you just saw, is our best times. Very low 0.1s, may I add to that. But yeah, a 10th is a lot. I mean, I think I started off with a 25 in June 2020. 25 something. No, not 25, but 24.8. I'll put it on the screen now for your information. And then I got 23, I think, beginning of 2021. Again, I don't know. I might put it on the screen, I might not. Well, put like a little text on. And so building time definitely takes a while, but I think I might have left it a bit too late. I have been coming here for just under 10 years, so I think experience is something that I definitely have around this track. I wouldn't say 10 years, because I did have breaks in between, maybe 3 years in total of breaks when I came back to it. So there is that. But I do have to apologise for the current audio you're listening to with the banging, that noise, because obviously I'm focused on my driving. That's my GoPro casing hitting my helmet. I didn't actually have it on, I want to say 100% properly. Stable enough. Obviously I wasn't really paying attention to that. I noticed that you might see me, I think it's the next session, I slightly adjust it, but so apologies for this noise that you will hear throughout the video. I'm trying to, it's probably going to be turned down, but as I'm doing this voiceover it's quite loud, so apologies for this audio. But just talking to myself there, as I actually normally do. I've stopped that recently because before I was quite bad with talking to myself, as in not very nice to people that I was. I've been better at it within the last, I want to say, 7-8 months. I've been a lot better, but before that, I'd probably say I was like the beginning of the season Yuki Tsunoda. You know, I was just going off on everything, completely different in the car, or karts in my situation. But yeah, for me, it's pretty much the same. Well, either saying what happens in the helmet stays in the helmet type thing, but you know, I've been getting back to it, keeping quiet, thoughts, just, you know, just leave it, whatever. But anyways, back to this. As you can see, top of the bridge there, that's the carts that I need to overtake. My mate's doing a wonderful job at defending. I found this was actually the most consistent I've been in a while. I think lap times were varying between 3/10. I remember looking at the timings. One of them was, I think, 4 milliseconds separating my lap times at one point. It was quite consistent, and this, as I said before earlier in the video, it's a track that you have to be, if you want to be consistent or get a good lap time. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to be consistent because, you know, wide at this corner here could, you know, that could be quite costly. As you can see here, that's my other mate with the blue gloves. You may see him a few times. Lets me through. So, you can see, what was it, lap or two ago? We saw that the cart I need to overtake was just on top of the bridge as I was coming across the start finish. Just then, it was going up the bridge, so that kind of shows you how quickly I'm gaining on this. We go for a pretty decent overtake here, actually. Very nice overtake, I'd say. That was a little switch down the inside, coming down the bridge. But I think we're coming towards the end of the session because these were only 15-minute sessions. We had 3 of them. I think the third session, I think I'm just going to do like little highlights type thing because I don't think much happened. So I got quite unlucky with the cart that I got because it wasn't particularly the best. So that was kind of a, I don't want to say disappointing, but it was definitely an annoying one. But oh well, that's what happens. But yeah, I think we're coming up to the end. I think 3 minutes left to go, maybe? Probably just below. As you can see, the gap's kind of staying the same now. I'm still gaining, but I think I might have run out a bit of time with the traffic on our team. Because obviously these are teams, we were working together. So yeah, sliding around that corner, that long right-hander. Sliding around that right corner is honestly amazing if you get the spot on. You may see, coming up here now, coming up to it now, there's a green bit on the inside, I think, on the right-hand side? Yeah, right-hand side. As you can see now, there's a little green bit. That's like where you want to put your carts. You're going to be right up against the barrier. Same with this bit, but I think there's like a blue and white curve. That's where you want to be. I take that flat. People think I'm nuts for taking that flat sometimes, but especially people that I've not raced with before. Yeah, how much I progress is quite significant, especially in the last, well, I've kind of been doing the same-ish lap times for a few months. So there's that. Yeah, session 3 will be the session that I don't do all, like, voiceover. That'll mainly just be highlights. I'll be doing my fastest times, every overtake, every yellow flag. Like in my previous karting video, but instead of showing the entire session, it'll just be like highlights of most of the session because obviously these are only 15-minute sessions. So, but as you can see, my mate has actually done really good defending, and a few minutes ago I was saying that I might not be able to catch. Obviously this happened a few days ago as I'm doing this voiceover, so I'm kind of refreshing my memory watching this again. And as you can see now, I am very close behind the elbow helmet of a target cart. Now right there, my friend let me through, but it caught me off guard of where he did it. That's why I kind of jolted, because I kind of got a bit shocked when he did that, but you know, we all kept it all good, so that's fine. As you can see now, they're blocking the track. As you can see, I make a bit of contact there, trying to sneak up the inside and then go around the outside. A bit more contact made. We're going into turn 1. This is down the inside. We're going side by side to the hairpin. Then there's a bit more contact to the right there. We couldn't quite see that, but we get it done around the outside on the bridge, and that, I believe, on my behalf of the team, that is 2 points that I've given the team. My friend there lets me through as he now goes to defend. This was just so fun to see this very evening. The people that came up with it is like the best idea I think they've had. It's a new idea. It kind of needed it, and I think everyone there enjoyed it. I mean, I know certainly people on our team did. It was... I mean, I'll tell you the results at the end of the video, but yeah, honestly, this was such a fun game. But anyways, back to the action. As you can see, we're going around the outside to the hairpin. I mean, the plan was, I'll tell you the strategy we had, as we're coming now to the end of the session. My friends knew that I was quicker than them in terms of consistency, so they would let me race on and try and overtake while those two would defend. I mean, the original plan was that it was going to be 2 of us going round and 1 of our mates was going to defend, but it turned out to be 2 of them, which kind of led to the fun. But anyways, that's the first session done, and let's go to the second session. Right, now we are back as the other group has just finished their session. We were group 2, so that was their second. We're now going on to our second. And as you can probably tell, the person in the pink suit and the bunny helmet is the new target cart. Or driver we had to overtake.
I'm at the back. I'm at the back.
As you can hear us discussing there that, seeing where our carts are, you know, we've got a screen there, over there where I'm looking at now, of our numbers, and we can see where our carts are at this point. We had to wait until they all parked up. It was kind of lucky, but also unlucky that I was at the back. We didn't know at this time that they had the rule where we had to overtake and whatever, so as you can see here, I'm just adjusting the cart to my preference. I sit quite forward in the cart. Some would see that as quite awkward or something, but it's kind of what I'm used to now. Yeah, I sit kind of awkwardly. It's kind of comfort, but that's also because I tried sitting backwards, with like straight legs and whatever. I couldn't really get on with that. I found out that I was quicker sat forward, so that's another reason why. I've just gotten really used to it with the seat cushion. I have a cushion that they have, as you may see me pick up just before I went in the cart. That adds more comfort. So, but also I would like to add, as it's getting quite hot over here in the UK. Obviously, with it being indoors, hot carts, you know, these do get quite difficult. You know, as I'm recording this, I went karting yesterday, which was hard. It was very difficult. As you can see here, these do not count as points, so but my mates instantly let me through, as you can see there, moving to the outside then inside. So starting the lap, getting past. I think now that's half my team as someone went wide at the head in there. Looking around the outside, a bit risky. I should have gone down the inside there, which I eventually did, but could have been done a lot earlier. Now as you can see, I've got free air, no one ahead of me. I think the next car ahead of me is the target kart. It takes me a while to get up to pace, but yeah, it's see, I'm struggling with grip on this, it seems like, but as you can see there, they're already going down the bridge, and I'm pretty much going across the start-finish lines. Their defending was insane, Sergio Perez style, I want to say, but I do have to say we did get a bit of a telling off, or they got a bit of a telling off, because they were getting a bit dirty. But it was, you'll see the extreme levels they were taking it by the end, or at some points later in this session. It was quite big extreme levels they were taking it to. But anyways, I'm gonna be quiet for a lap, and I'm gonna let you listen to a lap of me going around this track. So that was a lap. So it was very quick. I know that I've been playing this whole video in 100% speed the whole time, but you know, without me talking over it, it seems like it's a very short lap. In the kart, it feels like it's a long lap, but when you look back at it, it's like, or spectating, it seems quite short, but driving it feels quite long. Despite the fact that it's only 23-24 seconds long. There is a new track coming, hence why I said earlier in the video that this is going to be like my second to last time going, so unfortunately. And as you can see here, they crashed, my mate crashed. Yellow flags, obviously. Doing my usual rule with keeping right behind. But as you can see here, this is what I was mentioning earlier with how extreme my friends were taking it. I got quite lucky there. I clapped my hands twice, obviously both hands off the wheel, and then I got them back on and it went green. Quite lucky timing, but yeah, I found that hysterical. Obviously now I'm right behind the target kart. We were told that he's quite quick, actually, and as you can see there, quite a very funny moment to see me laughing my head off, shaking my head. Yeah, it was so funny. Then my mate lets me through there. Marshals came up to us afterwards before they were saying, like, you know, I know you're having fun out there, but and you're making us laugh as well. Like, you know, we were crying almost. It was funny, but we do need to keep it down, you know. So even they found the funny side to it. You'll see the marshal that stands like not on the track, but like in the safe bit of the track where they keep I assume it's spare carts. I don't actually know what it is, but they keep like carts there. But, as you can see on the right, coming up now, like this. So yeah, that marshal was she was keeping an eye on like points, keeping track of points. So that's what she was doing. But again, quite a lonely time here. Clean air as it is. As you can see there, I'm already catching so quickly. Already going up the bridge. That was, yeah, it's quite funny. As you can see there, as I said earlier with my GoPro, again, apologies for the sounds. I know it's very annoying and it's quite loud. It was something I didn't realise until that moment, and then I kind of forgot about it, so it wasn't fixed on the last session either. So apologies again for that. So as you can, anyway, back to this. See that I'm catching again to the target cart, and this was the session where they were defending the most. See, I've got some carts ahead of me. I'm not so sure these are my mates or not. No, they're not. I don't think they are. So I think I'm going to go for an overtake here. My favourite move this is. Everyone goes a bit wide there. Get a bit of speed coming out if you go down the inside there, which is funny. Not funny, I mean, satisfying. I don't know why I said funny there, but satisfying. See, I'll try go around the outside there. Doesn't quite work. I go down the inside here. And as you can see, again, that is the target cart we need to overtake. Bit of swerving, and yeah, that was a very, very close call. That could have been a lot worse. Luckily, my reactions were good. I was telling him to go. It was the yellow flags. I don't think he was looking, but I got told to go through green flags. Yeah, that could have been a lot worse. Defending was a bit extreme. See, we all found a funny side to it. Even the target car driver afterwards came, was saying it was so funny. It was, everyone found the funny side to it. Even the spectators that were there while we were out. It was such a great atmosphere there, with everyone there. The people there, the marshals, everyone there found the funny side. No hard feelings from anyone. It's very good the times we go. So it's very good. So I think that counted as a point. I think it did. I'm not entirely sure. Let's just see. Red flag. As you can see down there at the bottom, there's another crash involving the target cart again in the barrier. I assume that could have been one or two people that did that. So yeah, I'm a bit cheeky here. I kind of go a bit slow. Catch the person ahead of me out quite a lot. Best time to get a red flag as well is when you're on top of the bridge and someone's down there already. It's the best time to get slingshotted compared to the driver below. Obviously, for obvious reasons, but it's the best time to get a red flag. Or yellow to green in that situation. But, see, I think other drivers that we kind of weren't mates with, but were on our team, were finding out that I was the quicker cart and started to let me through. Obviously, in a team, so we had to kind of work together as well as, you know, that's the whole point of this. It's not about who wins this thing, it's not about I mean, you could say we were quite competitive about it being strategic and whatever, but it's all for the fun. And back to the video, target cart again. I like to go around the outside. Doesn't quite work. No, the target cart goes down the inside. I'll try and focus on a very good exit here. And I wanted to let my friend through, but he insisted that I went through. Just because I wanted to have my bit on the defending. Joining a bit of fun on that, but, you know, slight change of plans right there. But we got past the target cart, which is crucial. As you can see there, that's my reaction to it. Getting all hyped up and stuff, as the original strategy isn't working beautifully. I go down the inside of my other mate, who's also in on the strategy, as said before in the video. Getting past my friend there as well. It was the strategy couldn't have gone any better really for this. But now, as you can see, I've got so much clear air. It's very good. And with these sessions, barely anyone like spins out or crashes. I mean, yeah, we've seen a few of that already, but I mean that's just because their defense is getting a bit too much. That's when they're starting to get a bit silly or whatever. But you know, the yellow flags or red flags rarely happen. So you know, I know that this is the time when I've got to be consistent in lap times, which I am doing, being very consistent. I think lap times were varying between 2/10 maybe. So very like within 2/10 of each other, which is very good around here. But you see there, the gap just then was then going down the bridge as I was going onto the main street. So that's already a significant gap. And the defense was amazing throughout this entire event. I'm trying to look at that now, on top of the bridge, as I'm going down the start straight. It's insane like what was happening. But as you can see now, come up to another cart ahead. This person, I think, sort of lets me through, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but it kind of looked that way, so we'll count it as part of the planned strategy. As you can see there, going onto the main street, but going up the bridge, I am catching so fast. They are defending so well. I'm not going to put 100% of the credit on me for being so quick. I mean, I can't. Without the defense, no, like, we wouldn't have had as many points as we would, or overtakes. It's a very risky strategy, because if that cart overtakes them both, obviously that means 2 points will get deducted from our team. So it's quite a risky strategy. 2 points is a lot. For how many people that were there, it was, I think there was about 5 people a team. So, you know, 2 points is a lot when you put it into that sort of context. But going into some more clear air, you know, it's, well, I say clear air, being right behind someone doesn't really matter, but it's kind of more just, for me, I get more focused when there's no carts ahead. I feel like I'm quicker when there's carts ahead. I'm just going to cut myself off there, because as you can see now, we are right behind the pack again of the target cart. As you can see right there in front, the pink suit. So I get let through on turn 1. Going down to turn 2. I think I focus on the exit here. I'm not entirely sure because the camera was bouncing. Now behind someone, I'm going to go down the inside. I have a look at my friend into this right-hander, but I didn't go for it because he didn't see that I was there. So it was kind of like, kind of shouting in my head. I think we ran out of time here. I think? I'm not entirely sure. Yes, we did, because I remember this. Yeah, we ran out of time here, so I literally caught up to the pack. I was right there, right there. But what a job they did! What a job! Just ran out of time though. Literally, just ran out of time. Yeah, that was the best session of the 3, I reckon. So, and as we get out the carts, I'm now going to skip on.
That was Joe.
I'm now going to skip on to the 3rd and last session, which I'm thinking of maybe just doing highlights. We'll see. And so here we go for the 3rd and final session of this amazing event. This was. We did get a bit of a telling off for that one. It was like, don't impede your driving, or others even, for the sake of defending. Because like, apparently they were like swerving to defend, pretty much blocking the target cart head. So obviously we were told not to do that. We understood that it was competitive, or we just found fun of it, but yeah, it was all a fun evening. No hard feelings were had by anyone that evening, so you get a feel of the car. I don't do this to warm up the tyres. It's a very good way to know how the car feels. I think this was the session where my car wasn't particularly the best. You may see a few times this session where it's kind of like I kind of want a friend to go on and I'll stay here, but yeah, it is what it is. But see, I'm trying to line it up so I'm the last one to go. If I wanted to defend, really, I should have stayed here, but oh well. As you can see, I've already hit the wall. So, you may see throughout this, because this is going to be highlights after I finish this bit of talking, that I don't really have much confidence in this cart. So, see there, friend lets me through 1 and 2, taking the corner one-handed. As you do. As you see there, I hit the wall again, going as the hairpin. I do that quite a lot, actually. Obviously, I don't really upload much karting, which I probably should. But, yeah. Yeah, this car I couldn't get well with. I'll talk you through the main points, which is just coming up, hit the wall again, is this corner here. Because as you may hear, there's a massive squeak. That's me hitting the brakes, locking the rears, so that you can get the rotation coming out, which you need, which you preferably would like to stay as close to the wall as you can on there. But obviously, the cart just wouldn't rotate. It was really weird. As you see here again, it just stays straight. It's like it locks the fronts except the rears. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. So I kind of had to try and find ways to change how I'm going to approach the corner. Yeah, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to let you enjoy the video. I'll make this rest of the video highlights, so I hope you enjoy. And yeah.